Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Just if you have just played the video, just to let you know, if it isn't Friday, the 16th of January at 10 a.m. in the morning, you are officially watching us on playback, not live, but you are most welcome. I'm going to talk for about a minute to allow all our wonderful members to get into the live. And I want to introduce our special guest because today is a really, really exciting show. I cannot wait. So as you can see next to me, I have Tudor from HX Expeditions. Good morning, Tudor.
Yeah, good morning, Pete. Good morning, everyone. Great to be here. Thank you for inviting me to join you.
Oh, we are so excited, Tudor. We really are. So thank you so much for coming on the show. And of course, I mustn't forget, we have the wonderful Jess from PFC HQ. Hi, Jess. Good morning. How are you?
Morning, Pete. Lovely to see you again. I'm good. It's actually the sun is shining in Cardiff today, so I'm great.
There we go. Now, folks, as always, please say hello. Please let us know you're watching the show. Please let us know where you're watching the show from. But more especially than that, this is something really special, folks, yeah? You're going to have an opportunity to ask Tudor some questions. So if you've got any questions specific about what we're talking about, please ask Tudor those questions. Jess, this is a real once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to come for what we have. We have 3 wonderful expedition cruises or voyages with HX Expeditions, Jess.
We do, Pete. So we work really hard and really closely with HX Expeditions now, as you know, and you've seen everybody, lots of offers in our forums. So we've got a really good working relationship with them, and that's all down to you guys for booking these holidays. So we secured these 3 deals, and we've a little bit of a spoiler alert with a little bit of onboard credit if you book one as well. So yeah, we're working really, really hard behind the scenes with this.
So before we hit the deals, very briefly, yeah. Tudor, please tell us about HX Expeditions.
Yeah, brilliant. So we're a company. We operate 5 ships. We operate mostly in the polar regions, but also have a ship year-round in the Galapagos. So we're a London-based company. Our roots have come from Norway, from Hurtigruten, but we're now fully standalone UK-based. And yeah, we have incredible customer feedback for all our sailings, and we claim to be, as lots of other do, but we claim to be #1 for polar travel, expedition travel.
Well, you certainly are. Congratulations from winning that award yesterday, by the way. Best Expedition Company at the massive awards at the Grosvenor Hotel, I think it was. Absolutely, congratulations, Tudor. That's amazing. Fantastic award. So you really are #1 officially.
You are #1.
Officially, there we are.
Yeah.
On the top of the billboard. Yeah.
and what can you expect from an expedition cruising, Tudor?
Well, really, expedition cruising, unlike other forms of cruising, are taking you in a small ship to places you can't get any other way. So we use the ship as a platform to take you in small boats to make nature landings, to do small boat cruising. Our cruises, unlike others, which may be why we've been voted the best cruise line, is really based on making sure our trips are meaningful and have a purpose. So we have a really big science and education program. We have a team of lecturers interpreting the areas we're in. We have guest scientists. We have programs that everybody can get hands-on and involved. So it's really a voyage with a purpose and meaning. Yeah, really fantastic trips.
That's brilliant. Before we hit the deals, and we are going to hit the deals, by the way, folks, yeah? Again, great opportunity to ask Tudor a question. So please ask Tudor a question in the comments, or please say hi and let us know where you're staying and where you're from. Before we hit the actual deals, Tudor, this is a little video that we made.
Expedition cruising is the perfect platform for discovery, and there's literally something for everyone. You can choose to go hiking, kayaking, stand-up paddleboarding, snorkeling.
Those are just the things off the ship. On board the ship, we have the lectures, science center sessions, deck watch, spa and wellness. We have 3 different restaurant venues. So you are very comfortable in a relaxed surrounding on the ship in these incredible destinations.
Wow, that guy was amazing. Thank you, Tudor. That gives you an idea of what to expect. Again, please ask questions. We will talk about that. So what we're going to do, we're going to go through we've got 3 wonderful deals, yeah? 3 wonderful deals for these once in a lifetime trips. That's what we're talking about. All inclusive. Well, expedition voyages. We'll talk about that. 2026 HX expeditions with no solo supplement, folks. Be ready. That's the number to call, 029 20 619 961. As you can see, it's a local number. So, Jess, let's hit it with deal number 1, please.
Thank you so much, Pete. Yeah, so all the deals you'll see today are no single supplement. We've got savings of up to 30%, which is how we've managed to secure these phenomenal prices for you. And if you book any of them, we'll give in £100 of onboard credit. So book by next Friday and you'll get £100 of onboard spend, which I know I would be spending in the spa. So this is the first one. This is all-inclusive in Darwin's footsteps and Machu Picchu. So this is your Galapagos Islands, departing on the 12th of June 2026 aboard MS Santa Cruz 2. It's 14 nights in total. You get your tours included, all your expeditions and landings. And again, it's all inclusive on board. So you get your wines, beers, spirits available throughout the day with meals, etc. And the Wi-Fi, which is something interesting to talk about, is Starlink, isn't it, Tudor? And I know it works very, very well.
Yeah, far too good, but really good to keep, especially if people want you for meetings. But no, really good to keep in touch, post on social media, call friends, WhatsApp, etc. So yeah, really, really useful.
And we've got Explorer outside cabins on this from 10,995 to get all that included on a deposit of 2,816. A really lovely time to go as well. What's Machu Picchu like? Is that I imagine it's amazing.
It's one of these places, of course, you have to work to get there, but there's a train up through, but the final footsteps to this lost city, so it's really that walk and the views up in the mountains is, really, and how they built it. I mean, who knows, is incredible. Yeah. Looking at the stonemasonry, and it's a really good start and mix to the trip with Machu Picchu and then going across to Quito. So those really sort of Inca capital cities, with, of course, the Spanish colonial influence, and now very much independent. So yeah, really good mix and start to a trip to the Galapagos.
Wow. And there's the ship. This is the Santa Cruz.
That's the Santa Cruz 2. Yeah, she's
Cruz 2, by the way. It's called the Santa Cruz 2.
Yeah, she's much smaller than you would normally expect from a cruise, isn't she? How many passengers does she hold?
So maximum 92. Commonly we have between 60 and 70. Really comfortable, converted, recently refurbished. So it's got all the facilities you would expect, from lovely cabins, suites, a lovely restaurant, and big public areas, viewing areas out on deck. And you can see here jacuzzis, etc. And also we provide all the equipment for the activities. So whether it be snorkeling, and obviously small boat rides, kayaks, stand-up paddleboarding, all those things which really make a trip to the Galapagos really enhance your trip.
Wow. And just to paint the picture, Tudor, I mean, absolutely stunning.
Yeah, we got a bit of Machu Picchu there, but the wildlife in the Galapagos is second to none. You've got these different species that have adapted to living in these isolated islands. The giant tortoises, of course, each island has a slightly different adaptation depending on what they can eat. You've got a mix from flamingos, from albatross, from penguins. We quite often call it the third pole because it really is sort of very separate. Incredible bird life with the blue-footed, red-footed boobies, the frigate birds you can see here with their big red pouch breeding. An incredible terrestrial fauna as well, and the colors you get is absolutely spectacular. Snorkeling is a lot of fun and really enjoyable. If you don't want to snorkel, then the ship does have a glass-bottomed boat. So you can go in this boat and sit there and look at all the incredible marine wildlife. Unlike other areas, the wildlife is so rich when you go to these places. that you you kind of have to step over sea lions and things like that. It's just like you're like, whoa, you know. I've been to other areas where you get sort of chased by with seals. This place is like, you go, you know, you get used to it really quickly, but it's absolutely magical.
It's once in a lifetime, Tudor, isn't it, to experience something like
Yeah.
that, and for a solo to have the opportunity at no solo supplement. That's the biggie. These are often out of our range from so many people, but now it's a possibility. It really is, and the team are ready. That's the number to call, folks. 02920 619 961. Again, it's our local number. And again, if you've got any questions at the end of the show, we'll go through those questions. If you don't, please say hello. Let us know where you're watching from, especially if you're there at the moment. So, Jess, deal number 2.
Deal number 2 is iconic Antarctica, which is, as you know, one of the most difficult places to get to on Earth. But HX Expeditions have many, many voyages down Antarctica. I'm actually doing one myself in March with them. Cannot wait. So this one is on Roald Amundsen, departing on the 13th of November 2026. So again, this year, 18 nights, you're flying into Buenos Aires and out of Buenos Aires and crossing that formidable Drake Passage. But outside cabins see a polar outsider from 11495, and we've got Arctic Superior with balconies from 13495, and that will be a clear view as well. Again, as with the other one, all your wines, beers, spirits, excursions, and complimentary Wi-Fi and tips included as well. And the good thing about HX, you get a jacket to keep, and you all look lovely because you're all matching, and they're I love it. But they're all they're waterproof, aren't they? And they're wind resistant. And and you get your muck boots, but you return the muck boots at the end.
Yeah, so all the equipment you need. So as you said, Jess, we give jackets, which actually sustainability is a big part of what we do, and MS Roald Amundsen's one of our hybrid vessels. So we like a hybrid car, so reducing our fuel emissions. But as well as that, our jackets are made of a recycled material, so you're given those to keep on the Antarctic sailings. And the Galapagos, you're given a waterproof dry bag or a bag to wear, because a jacket's not so useful in the Galapagos. But in Antarctica, also water bottles. Then equipment you need for landings, we loan you like a muck boot, a Wellington boot for your landings. We loan you walking sticks. So all those type of things you don't have to fly with, and make your journey as easy as possible. So yeah, we provide everything. If you go kayaking and things like that, then all the equipment is provided.
And this is the map of where you're going. It's just wow, you know, and it really is, Tudor.
Yeah, and I mean, getting to Tierra del Fuego itself is a big journey. Buenos Aires is a really vibrant cosmopolitan city, absolutely amazing. Ushuaia, you really feel like you're at the end of the world. There's often apprehension about crossing the Drake Passage. It's a 2-day crossing. It's big open water. It can be rough, but generally maybe like 1 in 10 sailings we call it the Drake Shake. But we plan the routing to be as comfortable as possible. Majority of sailings is fairly smooth. The expedition ships, we have stabilizers, so we're really suited for those conditions. And that trip across the Drake Passage really prepares you. We do lots of briefings, getting ready. There's also that anticipation that builds in your minds as our guests in getting to Antarctica. And then when we get to Antarctica, we've got these incredible wildlife, again, penguins, seals, whales, birds, in massive landscapes of the mountains, icebergs. You can see there Ushuaia with the city at the end of the world, shrouded by mountains. It's just every time I go, you really just get, I just feel so lucky to be there. I've been going for over 30 years, but it's absolutely stunning, and it's with you for real sort of memories for a lifetime.
And there's the ship.
There is the ship, yep, MS Roald Amundsen. There's actually, she's a sister ship with MS Fridtjof Nansen, very much our heritage and history, obviously based in the names, with our Norwegian heritage. Really beautiful, comfortable ship, Norwegian Scandinavian design, really high build quality, super comfortable, these purpose-built science centers. So you've got everything you need. The We take about 400 people on these on Amundsen and Nansen, but the space on the ship makes you feel like you're on a lot smaller ship. When we're in Antarctica, then we do 2 activities a day. So for everyone, so whether it be a small boat landing, so taking you ashore and into a penguin colony, and then like a small boat cruising around icebergs and the wildlife. So you're kept very active, lots going on, amazing trips.
Sounds incredible. The Drake Shake sounds like a great name for one of your cocktails, by the way.
I want to coin that one.
We've got a good cocktail. We've got a good cocktail selection as well.
Yeah, the Drake Shake. That should be great fun. Yeah. And so deal number 3, Jess.
Deal number 3, Pete, is the one that we get asked for most in the forum. It's got South Georgia. Now, we know South Georgia is the most difficult place for us to get a no single supplement offer for, but we've got one for the 26th of November this year, 24 nights, and this is on MS Fram. Again, you're flying on this one from Heathrow to Santiago. We can quote regional, so if you would like a regional option, just let us know and we can give you a quote for that. Get you 1 night pre-cruise in Santiago and then down to Punta Arenas to board the ship. This one, again, will have a night before you fly back to the UK. And like all the others, you've got your drinks, your Wi-Fi, etc. And this one's from 16,995. So this one really is a once-in-a-lifetime place to visit. Visit South Georgia, the Falklands, Antarctica, and there's just nowhere else in the world that is like it. I don't even think you can explain what it would be like when you actually get there to say that I'm there.
And I think what all these all these places, you know, David Attenborough does an amazing job, and the film team spend years creating these incredible things. But when you go there, you're blown away. It's you just can't imagine. You know, everybody thinks it's like 100% plus. Really amazing. South Georgia is coined the Serengeti of the South. So it's really these islands. It's like the Alps coming straight out of the sea, and super rich in wildlife. The ocean currents bring a lot of food up to South Georgia, and there's the massive colonies of king penguins, wandering albatross, and all those things. The Falkland Islands is a kind of, here we are, the king penguins. The Falkland Islands is a sort of unseen, or people don't really think of it. They think of it as the Falklands conflict and the war, but it's a really magical place, really rich in wildlife and also history. And then adding on Antarctica, this is like the bucket list expedition. So if you have the time, manage combining the Falkland Islands, South Georgia, and Antarctica is the creme de la creme of trips. That entry point through Santiago, Chile, again, a beautiful city. Punta Arenas, very much Spanish influence, beautiful architecture, lovely city, and sailing through the sort of legendary Beagle Channel when you come back into Punta Arenas, again, is like the icing on the cake, and going past Cape Horn, absolutely incredible.
Icing on the cake, I love that one. Absolutely,
I like that
for the show. Yeah.
That's another place I'll get to one day. South Georgia's on my list to eventually get to.
Magic.
Yeah, cruise of a lifetime. You know, bucket list cruise, icing on the cake. It's absolutely incredible. This is the ship, Tudor.
It's the ship MS Fram. We take up to 200 passengers on her. She was built in she's almost 20 years old, 2007, but she was recently refurbished. Again, yes, super comfortable, lots of space, all the things you would expect with jacuzzi, saunas. Again, we have a big science center, lovely restaurant. She's got an incredible bar, which is featured here, with the windows slightly face outwards, so you can look right down into the sea. We saw some pictures earlier of some dolphins, but wildlife watching whilst you're having your Drake Shake cocktail maybe is fantastic. And of course, on all our ships, we have an incredible expedition team to give lectures, practical sessions, show you how to and really interpret the areas you're going to. So, absolutely magic. I think one of the things you mentioned earlier, that, you know, solo travel, you know, with us, we on the very early on in one of the early nights, we get solo travelers that want to come together, and we have a sort of introduction so people know who are solo travelers. If you want, and then we have a reserved table in the restaurant for solo travelers if they want to join together. And commonly, you get these sort of groups and friends, and they go and do off activities together, do a bit of time on yourself. But we really embrace the solo travelers, and they're really important to us on the ships. So we really look after people, maybe in different ways, but really it's sort of part of the fun of the trips.
And that's the number to call, folks. That's the number, local number, 02920 619 961. The team are waiting. Oh, thank you. That's absolutely amazing, Tudor. CJ, if you can run the video, please, that would be wonderful. CJ's in the background producing the show.
It's also worth pointing out, now I'm thinking about it actually, is all of these, they're not solo cabins, they're twin cabins for sole use, or some of them even sleep up to 4 people. So you've got space. We're not putting you in you're not in a little pokey cabin. They are bigger and they are very luxurious, aren't they?
Yeah, really, really, really comfortable cabins. Yeah, I want to take a bed away from every time I go on a ship. I want to take the bed back home.
Yeah. And this is an opportunity. If you do got any specific questions, please ask. Now's an opportunity while we have Tudor on the show, and can't book for 26, but getting great ideas for 28. That's what it's about as well. So, and these are some fantastic ideas for 2028.
And
once
we get some no single supplements, we will put them in the forum. Don't you worry.
Yeah. Morning from sunny Southend.
Morning.
I'm glad it's sunny. It's always sunny in Southend, isn't it? Yeah. Gillian says, hi, how are you?
Hi, Brian.
From Somerset, how are you? And we have, hi, happy new year to you all. Meet you on the Xmas cruise to Bruges. Yeah, absolutely. And Rose, the lectures on these trips are very informative, Tudor.
Yeah, they're brilliant. Yeah, we have a really good teams. So yeah, we're very, very proud of our teams and how they do that. So thank you for that, Rose.
Yeah, that's a really important part of it as well. It really is. On my bucket list after Antarctica in February on MS France. There we go. It's on the bucket list. Hope you give some ideas. I see a certain person who is watching. Jess hasn't mentioned she's going on this cruise.
Jess is so excited. Honestly, I can't contain my excitement. It's one of those places that has been number one on my bucket list for as long as I can remember, and the fact I'm finally getting to go is it's a pinch me moment. And I know as soon as I get to Antarctica I'll cry, but that's fine. I'm just going to be overwhelmed.
It's just going to be stunning. It really is. I mean, Galapagos is on my bucket list. That's what you mean. Yeah,
of course. Yeah, maybe you're doing Antarctica on Fram in Feb, so
what an opportunity, folks. Yeah, what a fantastic opportunity. 2028 would be good for me as well. So we got some members in the forum here. Hi, Jill, who are thinking about it, but thinking about it maybe in a couple of years' time. So that's great to know as well, team. Mm-hmm. It really is. Wow. CJ, if you can take the video off, that'd be great.
I think one of the things for me is that, people say expedition cruising, we're going to these places that are like, absolutely freezing. We're going to these places in sort of peak time, so the summer. So Pete, we were chatting before about layers, so we call it the onion principle. But when you go, then taking lots of different layers, and base layers, merino wool is great, but having a few different layers. You don't need to go out and go shopping for expedition equipment as if you're climbing Mount Everest. So just taking layers is really good. And the other top tip is taking a number of different hats, different gloves, and also neck gaiters or buffs. Really just bridge and keep that cold out and keep you as comfortable, but give you that flexibility by taking layers. And the one thing, if you ask any of our expedition team, is taking binoculars, because that really adds that potential to really be able to see and bring to life the areas. But on all these trips, then really sort of take the time to just take it all in. So that reflection time. Yeah.
Spikes as well. Would you recommend spikes?
We don't need spikes. Our boots are quite grippy, and our expedition team, if there's somewhere that's quite slippy, then we get our team to chop steps out to make it safe for you. Yeah, no need for spikes.
Yeah, got a couple more questions, which is great. Sunny in South Lancashire today. Oh, the sun is out. Did a cruise there a few years ago, and will never forget my excitement seeing the icebergs for the first time. Wow. And can we hire binoculars on the ship?
We do have some binoculars on the ship that you can hire, but not so many pairs because they do that. So we recommend if you've got a pair, then take them. But yeah, there are some that you can hire on board.
Invest in some binoculars, basically. It's worth it, isn't it, for something like this?
Definitely worth it, yeah.
And again, 2028, when will the expedition cruises be released?
Well, they're on
for the
sale
future, Andy.
now. Yeah, we just don't have them on a no solo supplement currently, but we are checking. We're working with HX, and as soon as we get any of these on a no solo supplement for 2028, we will post them.
That's what it's about. Tudor, thank you so much for coming in and talking about these 3 absolutely once in a lifetime trips, and they look absolutely incredible. We really appreciate that, Tudor. We really do. You know about 2028 now. Our members are telling you about 2028 as well. Great opportunity
for us.
Great opportunity for 2026, folks. These deals, no solo supplement, literally once in a lifetime. Great opportunity. So thank you so much for coming in. Really appreciate it. Jess, as always, thank you for being part of the show in PFC HQ. Behind the scenes, who have put everything together, as always, I want to say thank you to CJ. Really appreciate you, CJ.
Thank you very much. Great show, guys.
But I'm going to put you underneath, Tudor.
No
just
problem.
To let you know that, yeah.
I know where I belong.
Yeah, you and me in our rightful place now. And a massive thank you to all our members, by the way, who are watching live, who have been watching this incredible opportunity for these bucket list, once in a lifetime, no solar supplement expeditions with HX. Thanks, folks. We will see you soon. Bye, everybody.
Bye.